Hey guys, Tony here. Back again to do recent vinyl editions video, and I have a lot here to show you. Um, a lot, so I'm really just gonna show the records and not do a lot of talking. Some things I'll talk about, um, but yeah, a lot, and a lot of it I've gone like way over budget this past month, I gotta say. But it's stuff that you see, and it's like you never see this stuff, and you gotta grab it, and the prices. The reason why I have so much is because the prices on the individual records were so good. I gotta shout out my local store, Red Scroll Records. Um, they've been getting in just such amazing stuff. They got in like a few collections that were just killer. So most of this came from there. I've been doing very little ordering online. Let's put it that way. But anyway, let me just show you what I got here. I'm just going to run through them as quick as I can. And I'm going to say there's a lot, and I'm going to say there's some amazing things here. So, anyway, I'll start with these. I have a whole bunch of Actuel records. BYG Actuel, which is free jazz. Mostly reissues, but I have some originals here too. And I got to thank Chris, John Coltrane 68. He hooked it up. He let me know about somebody who were selling these records, and he basically got me just a fantastic deal. None of the Actuel records I'd owned prior to this were originals, and for the most part, I mean, what I'm going to show you here are mostly reissues, but there are 4 here that are originals, and or at least 3 of them are originals. One of them is an Actuel, I think, reissue, but early. But anyway. Free jazz, very free stuff for the most part, and if that's your thing, you would love this stuff. But if not, it's challenging. The first one I'll start with, I haven't even listened to yet. It's still sealed, but it's Archie Shepp live at the Pan African Festival, BYG Actuel. It's a reissue, still sealed, number 51. So yeah, I just haven't. I'll say a number of these I haven't listened to yet. It's just there's only so much time. But anyway, yeah, Archie Shepp, another Archie Shepp, Archie Shepp in the Full Moon Ensemble, BYG Actuel number 38. But yeah, very cool. That's his volume 1, and I have volume 2. Wait, no, hold on. I don't know. Maybe I don't have part 2. Maybe I'm confused. There's a lot of part 1, part 2s. Sonny Chirac. Oh man. I love this guy. Sonny Chirac, Monkey Pocky Boo, Actuel number 37, guitar player extraordinaire. And this is, I think along the lines of his album Black Woman. So, crazy female vocals, very Yoko Ono-ish, But yeah, reissue as well. Still just love this stuff. The Art Ensemble of Chicago, I mean, can't talk free jazz. Number 2. AACM Great Black Music, A Jackson in Your House. This one was really good. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, Actuel number 2. Awesome. I'll take the sleeves off. So, Art Ensemble Chicago, Message to Our Folks, Actuel number 28. Yeah, excellent as well. I love the Art Ensemble. And another Art Ensemble. Reese and the Smooth Ones. These reissues are cheap, they're like $13 or so. And some of them I had the store order, some of them they just got in on their own. I'd love to get all of them at some point, but there's a lot. I know Derek has a bunch, and these are the original ones that thanks to Chris I got my hands on. This is a cool one. Steve Lacy with Moon. It's black. They're usually all white. This is number 52. Here's the record. These are all in just beautiful shape. But yeah, I hooked it up. The price I paid for this is just really good. And, if I really wanted originals, a lot of them, let's say, but not all of them, you can get your hands on them, but, it's just like patience. You'd probably order them online, and what you'd pay would probably vary, but this is a very cool record. I don't want to leave that there. This one's very out there as well. Alan Sylvia and his Celestial Communication Orchestra with Luna Surface. So number 12. And yeah, original. BYG Actual, if you don't know, I believe is a French label, French or Italian. But anyway, yeah, a lot of the American jazz players had to go over to Europe to record and play and get any respect. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. Like the Europeans go crazy for this stuff, and you know, America, they probably couldn't really get a gig by this time in this, you know, 60s, early 70s. You know, jazz was not huge here. You know, Jimmy Lyons, Other Afternoons, Actual number 9, also original BYG. Very cool. And this one is, I believe, I'm not sure. I didn't really do any research on this, but Paul Bley with Footloose. Another Paul Bley record. Oh, I think I already showed it in my last video. I think this originally came out. It is a BYG release. Yeah, BYG. See the little guy there. I don't know if it was ever part of the actual series. I don't know. But yeah, there's the label. So yeah, thank you, Chris. Really, I mean, I so appreciate it. Chris is just such a good dude. All around, just, you know, I feel you, man. You know, you're just a great guy. I'm glad you're part of this community. And I watched your video earlier with Fred. Fred's package he sent you, and you know, I meant to comment and say, you know, Fred as well as you are like sort of musical mentors to me, and I've learned so much from you guys. But all right, so now moving on. This is sort of the Rain Parade. Excellent sort of I guess neo-psych, probably part of the Paisley Underground. Fantastic record. I mean, really good. Still in the shrink. Beautiful shape. 1983. Original on Enigma. Yeah. Cool stuff. This one's been shown, and I've had this for a while. I bought this when like sort of everybody was buying it when it was released. But the Brazilian album, Orlandivo by Orlandivo. Fantastic Brazilian pop record, MPB. Really love it, and I've been meaning to show it forever. Like I've had it for quite a while. Kindred Spirits reissue. Just yeah, fantastic Brazilian pop. There's one track in particular I enjoyed where he name checks all of the you know, sort of really well known Brazilian players like Jorge Ben and Gilberto Gil. And, but yeah, great record. Glad to get it. This one too, I picked this up pretty much right when it came out, and you know, I had this one for a long time too. I know Anthony showed it, and a number of other people have showed it as well. But yeah, Grupo di Improvisazione. No, I don't want to even try. I try to pronounce it. Mushmouth. Italian, free sort of improvisational music, very experimental. Their other one I do, you know, like better. It's more structured and a very cool record. But this is also very cool. But still, it's again free music, so you got to be in the mood for it. You know, much like the Actual records, Avant-Garde. Anyway, in this one I got to thank Dave Fatback Funk. I've had this for a while. Bought it shortly after he sort of spotlighted this record, and found it shortly after for really cheap. David Murray, Children. Fantastic jazz record. Oh man, on the Black Saint label. Yeah, just killer playing. You know, just I really enjoyed it. Sort of, how to describe it? I mean, it's sort of chaotic, and but not all like that. Moments are, and it's just smokes. Such a great record. So thank you, Dave. Coltrane. I have a few Coltrane pieces, but Coltrane and Dolphy with favorites. So this is them playing together. Different live shows. One of the many sort of, you know, Coltrane releases after he died. You know, they pretty much released anything they could find with him on it. PFM, the world became the world. Italian Prague, fantastic record from 1974, U.S. press on Manicore Records. Awesome record. And another one I gotta thank Dave Fatback Funk about. He spotlighted this, recommended it to me because I really like the Ceramic Dog LP. He said I'd probably like this too. And Dave, just to let you know, it's all good now. Just to let you know, he knows what I'm talking about. Bending Bridges. This is the Mary Halverson Quintet. Fantastic. guitar-based, sort of, you know, improvisational, free at times. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a very, very good record. Released on the Firehouse 12 label, which is a local label. They're based out of New Haven. They also have a club, a bar. They have a lot of cool musicians come through there. I've been there a few times. But yeah, Bending Bridges, Mary Halverson Quintet, fantastic record. Here's another one, just for I guess you'd call this basically a free jazz album, and spiritual in ways too. It's just fucking awesome, this record. But David Ware, a great David S. Ware. This is One Set, 2010 album. He's no longer with us. I believe he has passed away. But what a great player! And this album is fantastic. I want to get more by him, but you know, awesome stuff. All right, so this one is one I've wanted for a little while. I never see it. I remember Dan in Canada talking about this, and mainly because of the track Big Hot, what is it? Hot Sun, which was covered by Eddie Vedder for the Into the Wild soundtrack. Indio with Big Harvest. Found this for $5 at my local store. Cool record. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time listening to it, but I've wanted it for a while, and I'm glad I got it for that price. Can't beat it. Hold on a second. Let's make some room. One Fred showed, and I ordered it through my local store, but dark. So yeah, dark around the edges. Dark around the edges. Fantastic. I believe this was privately pressed, Psych, from the UK, and what a fucking awesome record, man. Originals of this go for big money. I think it was originally privately pressed. But yeah, reissued by Light in the Attic Records or Machu Picchu. They're sort of little offshoot label, but man, get this record. If you like Psych, you must get this record. This is just killer stuff, and really glad they reissued it. Monster record for sure. Finally found this. I mean, it's a common record, but find it for the price I paid, which is a few bucks, $5. Gary Newman, Pleasure Principle. Fantastic synth pop. Everybody will probably know the track Cars. But yeah, awesome stuff. Found an original of this to replace my reissue. For $6, near mint shape, has the poster, has everything. Lou Reed's Berlin, and yeah, for $6. I won't pull it all out, but yeah, it does have the poster, booklet or whatever, with it. But yeah, masterpiece of a record. And this one, just these next couple are near mint originals. Over, Under, Sideways, Down by the Yardbirds. Original Epic. I want to say it is mono. Yeah, LN. This is a mono copy. In just pristine shape. So, yeah, $12. This one too, an original on Decca, Happy Jack by The Who. Did not have this at all. So, and yeah, it was just in such. I love the Decca label. In such beautiful shape. Happy to get it. There's a couple more Psych albums. They're sort of scattered throughout. The Illusion. Together as a Way of Life. These guys were an American. I believe there's another Illusion. This is The Illusion. I'd say this is like their second album. But yeah, little sort of psych pop rock album. Yeah, happy to get it. Echo and the Bunnymen, their debut, Crocodiles, did not have this. An original on Sire Records for $6. Awesome stuff. Classic. This one everybody goes crazy for, and yes, it is a good record. I really enjoy it. I don't get the whole how people obsess over this or try to get these pressings and blah blah blah. But the Drive soundtrack, I've had this for a while now too. Cliff Martinez, great soundtrack, great movie. I don't think I showed it before, but I have had this for a while. But yeah, cool stuff. I'm running out of space to put everything. Bear with me. This one, John Coltrane 68, I gotta thank again. He recommended this. He let me know about it, and Cool record. Fred showed it too. He recommended it to him too. I told Fred like I got it too. It was in the background of my last video, but the Herman, I'll call it the HE3 project. So Herman, I don't know. I don't even want to try and pronounce it. San Francisco jazz musician put this out. That's his name. So this is basically funky, for the most part, sort of a funky soul record. But there's one track on it that is just so killer. Rapture of the Deep, the first track, so funky, beautiful, just keyboards, awesome record. And the tracks after it's very much a soul record, but it's still really good and ahead of its time apparently, for what it was, like late '60s recorded, released in 2010 by the Family Groove Records. I don't think this ever came out, but awesome stuff. Finally got this. It is a reissue, but I didn't have any pressing of it at all. I saw this, but Mingus, classic Mingus record. You know, happy to get it. Nice copy too. Sounds great. This was reissued. All those Agitation Free. Bit of krautrock here. Agitation Free would last. So I got all 3 of them now. So glad they were reissued because just could not afford originals, and missed out on the prior reissue years ago. But yeah, Agitation Free. Great German band. It's late. It's like 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. right now, so bear with me. Grouper. So she is just very interesting, sort of dark ambient sort of music, and this is, I don't know which album this is in her catalog, but it's a good one. On Cranky, reissued on Cranky. Awesome stuff. Loved her most recent album, and when I saw this, I grabbed it. Just killer stuff. This one I'll wait on. And I also did pick up, I'm not a hip hop guy. I only have maybe a handful of hip hop records, but this one is just killer. Diggable Planets with Blowout Comb. Wow. Great record. Jazzy hip hop. You know, sort of I don't know what you'd call it, sort of politically conscious hip hop. But just fantastic. From 1994. Really great stuff, man. I'm telling you. Even if you're not into hip hop, this is a great record. I also picked this up, Red Apple Falls by Smog. Did not have this. Really good record. I love Smog, Bill Callahan, but not my favorite. Still, it's really good. A River Ain't Too Much to Love is still my favorite. Gotta thank Mike, Bostonian Reggie. He picked this up for me. I've wanted this. Saw it in the store, passed it up, and then just it wasn't there anymore. Again, a privately pressed psych record. Originals of this are just so scarce and so expensive. I mean, they trade hands for like $1,000. But Mary Butterworth, killer, California psych. You know, just fantastic psych rock. 1969. It's an official reissue. One of the most sought after West Coast psychedelic rock records. Really good. So thank you, Mike. I gotta thank Mike again at the end of the video. Alright, so where are we? Modern Lovers Live. This was used as like a promo copy. Definitely played on the air somewhere. But yeah, the Modern Lovers Live for $5. Couldn't leave that. Excellent. Where are we? This is a new record, and one I recommend for fans of shoegaze, really. This band is called Whirr, W-H-I-R-R, Whirr. And definitely this gets the prize for the coolest sort of cover. But yeah, new release. This is the cover. Now, I love this. It just... Tell me that is not the coolest thing. I mean, it may have been done before, but I love it. So yeah, Whirr. I don't know anything about them except I really like the record. Bought it blindly. Here's the vinyl. Sort of limited press here, but what label is this on? Graveface Records. Graveface Records and Curiosities, and that's them. Whirr. Cool record. I'm telling you, it's sort of dark shoegaze. Check it out. I want to put this away because it gets, I don't want it to get all dinged up. Okay. Alright, picked this up today actually. Alice Coltrane compilation. Reflection on Creation in Space, a 5-year view. So this is taken from a lot of different sources, live performances and albums and things. Previously released on other albums, but still, it's a 2-record set on Impulse. It was $15. Cover has some wear, but man, just really enjoyable. Listen all around, the whole thing. Alice is just, you know, awesome. I'm really tired. The Feelies, their 3rd album, Only Life. Only listened to this once, was not familiar with it, but I love Crazy Rhythms and Good Earth. Really enjoyed this one as well. I mean, I don't think anything else sounds like Crazy Rhythms. So, yeah, for $12, an original on A&M, great band. Another Mingus Town Hall concert for $6. It is a reissue of it, but it's a later reissue on the United Artists label. Yeah, excellent stuff, Mingus. Any Mingus I see that I don't have, I'll grab. A couple more sort of psych pop records. Willie and the Red Rubber Band. Still in the Shrink on RCA. Yeah, cool stuff. This one is a classic. Eric Burdon and the Animals, Love Is. They do River Deep, Mountain High for $7. 2 LP set. But also that Ring of Fire they do. There's the gatefold. Yeah, I couldn't leave this there. An original on MGM. Excuse me. Now here's a band, sort of an oddity, sort of a blues rock album. Pop. A couple of tracks are more poppy. For the most part, blues rock. Probably, I think, pretty well known around Kansas City. Love this. It's on the Probe label. Mystic Number National Bank. So if you see the sort of the vault cover, it's George Washington. If you see him there, and the vault, the cover, the door to the vault opens like this. There's another sort of punch out, but I'm not gonna pull it. And it opens up, and there's the band. Love that. And yeah, a good record for sure. I mean, a little bit of wear on the cover, like at the bottom, there's the split there, but other than that, I mean, it was only a few dollars, so I couldn't leave it there. This one I have not listened to yet, I gotta be honest. The next 2 I haven't listened to, but it looked cool. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this, Bull. So and the album is called This Is Bull. So that's Bull there. I imagine it's sort of a blues sort of thing on Paramount Records. I just haven't gotten around to this one yet. But yeah, an original on Paramount. In beautiful shape. Still in the Shrink. And there is sort of an endorsement by B.B. King right there. You see that, and that's him there, Bull. From 1970. Yeah, 1970. Cool stuff. This one is still sealed, actually, so obviously I haven't listened to it yet. But it was $3. I said, why not? But Spanky and Our Gang. So this is released, I think, after the band sort of broke up. One of the members died. But this is Without Rhyme or Reason, back with Anything You Choose. But yeah, it's still sealed. It was $3. Love the sort of cutout. You know, I love these little sort of weird covers. But, you know. This one was $6. Really enjoyed it. And I think it's one of the very few original Pink Rim Island UK pressing of Amazing Blondell, Fantasia Lindum, I don't know. But yeah, sort of a folk outfit, very much drawing inspiration from like, you know, the Middle Ages or something, you know, like that sort of very British sort of thing. But anyway, Amazing Blondell, I know a lot of you guys know them. These were really cool scores, and there's one more I gotta go back for, but Townes Van Zandt, Delta Mama Blues. I already have this album, a more recent reissue, but this is on Tomato. Excuse me, which is like the second press. Yeah, very cool Townes. And this one too, this one is an original, Out My Window, sort of a later record. Really good. saxophone on there is just like, doesn't really belong, you know. But other than that, it's a really cool record, and I love Town. So, all right, where to now? Right here. Picked this up. Never see this record, and I paid $20 for it. REM, Automatic for the People. Great record, great REM record from 1992. So, yeah, really nice shape too. This one, I've wanted something by Angry Samoans for a while. Angry Samoans, STP and not LSD. Fantastic punk. Love this stuff. Very happy to get that. This one, I think I first seen it from Derek and Fred, Big Star 1000, but Michael Mantler, The Hapless Child, and Other Inscrutable Stories. Music by Michael Mantler. Words by Edward Gorey. With Robert Wyatt, Carla Bley, Steve Swallow, Jack DeJohnette, and Terry Ripdahl. I mean, this is a good record. I really enjoyed it. It's just really cool. Sort of vocal-centric, but, you know, awesome. Talked about Mission to Burma in a video recently, and did not have this. Their very first EP, Signals, Calls, and Marches. So this is the one with, that's when I Reach for My Revolver, sort of their big track. An original on Ace of Hearts Records. As far as I could tell, it's an original. Everything I've looked up, you know, beautiful shape too. I bought it used at a store nearby. But yeah, love this band, Mission to Burma. A couple more Coltrane records, Impressions. Did not have this one. Sort of later Impulse reissue, MCA Impulse, but I saw it at the store and had to get it, you know. And another one, this one, a little bit of wear on the cover, but other than that, Expression. So later Coltrane. I'll show you the label here. Nice, original. Paid very little for this, like 15 bucks or something. There's a little bit of split starting at the top, but other than that, so yeah, love it. Anyway, this is taking forever. Baden Powell, Brazilian sort of jazz player, jazz guitar, so a mix sort of bossa nova. Tristeza on guitar, on MPS. Came across this in my local store. Wasn't priced yet, only a few dollars, so yeah, killer. This one I really enjoyed. I have another record similar to this coming up in a moment. There are so many different pressings of this, I can't figure out if this is an original or not. If it's not a first pressing, it's definitely a very early one. Sopwith Camel. The Sopwith Camel. For $7. Cool psych pop record. Did not have this. Few people have showed this now. Full Moon Ensemble. Let me take it out of the sleeve. French free jazz. I could probably do without the vocals, but still a fantastic record. Glad to get it. A number of people showed it. Fred, Andreas, probably Chris, 4127 Basket. Full Moon Ensemble. The same, I think only the rhythm section played on the Archie Shepp record I showed. But yeah, cool. One more Coltrane, a reissue, and awesome record, man. Yeah, well, hey, Coltrane, just a no frills 180 gram reissue, but it'll do. Another record, sort of indie rock record from the 90s I've wanted, but Breeders with Pod for $12, an original. Fantastic record too. Love this stuff. You have an original on 4AD. Cool stuff. Alright, what are we looking at for time? Half hour. Another psych record, the Blues Magoos with Psychedelic Lollipop. Did not have this, and I see it pretty regularly, but it's always beat. This one is beautiful, and for $8, I was not going to leave that. Okay. Moving on, Cecil Taylor and Buell Neidlinger with New York City R&B promo copy. Really good record. Sound quality sucks, but it's an early release by him, or yeah, among his first handful of records, I would say. Cadona, this is excellent. Sort of a cross between, you know, free jazz, sort of African, Brazilian influences going on here. So this is Colin Wilcott, Don Cherry, and Nina I don't know how the hell you say this. Vasconcelos. Hold on here. If I could find it. This guy. Another album. I never showed this either. $4.50. This guy. This is a really cool fucking record. Percussionist. It's an ECM release, Brazilian, but he is part of Cadona. This is also an ECM promo copy. Came across this and today, and I just could not leave it. It was $25. Never see originals of this. When I do, they're beat. This one is like near mint. Live Evil. So I only have the 4 Men with Beards reissue. This one is so damn nice. It's like awesome. Really happy to get it. One of my favorite Miles records too. I mean, you know, it's the Columbia label. So, really happy to get that. I thought that was a good price, and I just couldn't leave it. So I will probably sell the 4 Men with Beards one or trade it. Live Evil, great. Electric Miles. Another one I've wanted for a while. Ornette Coleman, Science Fiction on Columbia as well. Also an original, gorgeous shape. I almost bought the reissue of this a few times, but Ornette Coleman, free jazz with vocals on here, but still excellent. This is the other Brazilian record I mentioned, Bonfa, with Jacaranda. So this is Luiz Bonfa. What a great record, very funky. Again, a jazz guitarist, but whoever's playing keyboards on this is just monster. But yeah, the whole album, love it. Again, mixing jazz with sort of bossa nova, samba. Not samba, but, you know, all these different influences going on. This album is from, it's the U.S. press, I should say, 1973 on Randwood Records. I forgot whose label that is, but Bonfa. This was $10 in just near mint shape, other than that really ugly saw cut. But, yeah, look at that. Very happy to get this. An original, No New York. I have a reissue, I'm going to sell it. I now have an original in near mint shape on Antilles for $15. So the No Wave scene, produced by Brian Eno. This record is phenomenal. Really, really good. I love this band's first album, but this is just it's so different, so experimental. Robert Wyatt appears on this. 2 of the members from This Heat are on here. The Raincoats. Their second album, Oddie Shape. An original copy. Try to get this out here. Yeah. An original, what is this on? Beggar's Banquet or something? Beggar's Banquet. What is this on? I forget the label. Oh, Rough Trade. Jesus. But yeah, an original. Near mint. $18. I never see this, you know. But fantastic. Very experimental, post-punk. Really, you know, art rock. This record blew me away. I was surprised at how good it was, but Pill, Public Image Limited. Flowers of Romance. Just, again, experimental, post-punk. Just incredible. Did not know this album. Killer for $9. An original. U.S. press. This one too, fantastic record. Fela Kuti, Fela Ransom Kuti, with Ginger Baker and the Africa 70. A reissue on Celluloid. But man, this is good. Really enjoyed that. I found an original of this for $7. The Dream Syndicate, Days of Wine and Roses, on Ruby Records. U.S. press, yeah, $7. Really happy to get that. Near mint shape. Fire Hose, Raging Full On, an original on SST. Great record. Okay, this one. So happy to get this. The Contortions by James Chancy in the Contortions. So I saw this in the store. I almost didn't get it, but it was still available, so I did get it. And at the same time, I saw this. I wasn't sure, but I'm like, this is related somehow, but I was unaware of this. James White in the Blacks with Off-White. So this is also James Chance in the Contortions. These albums were released simultaneously, but they released this under James White. So pretty much same, you know, but still two excellent records. Really happy to get them. Originals. This is a grail of mine in a way because I've been after it for so long and just could never find it. Jesus. But Lou Reed and John Cale with Songs for Drella for $10. Really happy to get this. Like I said, my local store just getting in this amazing collection, and yeah, really happy to get this one. An obscure classic of Fred's. Awesome. An original U.S. press of Vendergraft Generator, the aerosol gray machine. Beautiful shape. Original. What's the label? Mercury. Look at that. Great price on this one too. But yeah. Alright. Two jazz records I've been after forever, and these are sort of grails for me too. These are both original first pressings. Cecil Taylor with Unit Structures. Near mint. Absolutely near mint. But yeah. Been after that one for quite a while. And on Blue Note, New York. Pristine. Pristine. And last time I showed Anthony Braxton's first album. There's a second one for alto. 2 LP on Delmark. Gorgeous. Again, probably about as near mint a copies you're going to find of this record. It's near mint. Look at that. But it's all solo sax. It is just... but yeah, 2 LPs on Delmark. Really happy to get this, man. Last few. X. I had a reissue of this. Wild Gift found it an original for $7. And with that, when I did not have it all, this is like a grail to me. You know, somewhat. X. Los Angeles. Both produced by Ray Manzarek, by the way. This one I've wanted forever. I paid $18, I think, for this. No, I'm sorry, I paid $30 for this. But yeah, original, beautiful shape. Really happy to get that. This one is by some band. I don't know. I saw it looked interesting, so I said, what the hell? Just, you know, some of you guys might know who this is, but this band, Digital Sex. Yeah, I got this thing for 20, I don't know, like $25. But I paid. Beautiful shape. I mean, just a little discoloring, which is, you know, probably common for this. But yeah, privately pressed. I think that guy right there. Who's that guy? Somebody we know, right? Anyway, really happy to get this. I mean, for that price too. It does have the insert. Digital Sex Essence. So yeah, Derek, very happy to get this, man. Cool stuff. Alright. Last few now. I gotta do something here. I hope you're bearing with me. Okay. Billy Harper, his debut. Contra Black. I believe his solo debut on Strata East, an original, near mint. Great record. Just fantastic. I'm so happy to get this, and what a player he is. This one, Chris, 4127 back showed recently, and I picked it up like at the same time. Been after this one forever, and I'm glad I waited because I got this for a fantastic price. But Manuel Gochins, E2, E4, So very early electronic techno sort of, early but very influential, I should say. Yeah, Manuel Gulching from Asherah Temple. This is the 90s reissue. I think it's 90s. On my CD is skipping. Anyway, really happy to get this album finally. And lastly, I gotta thank Mike, Bostonian Reggie, for this. I wanted this forever, and I can't believe he found this for 45 bucks. Yeah, incredible, just incredible, in such beautiful shape. It is an original metal box. Look at that. It's a big glare, I know, but Public Image Limited, of course, metal box. There it is, metal one. Almost no rust on this thing. There's some around the edges. It's like you touch this thing and it gets, a little bit of corrosion. But yeah, look at that thing. Mike, thank you so much, man. I'm so thrilled to get this. Beautiful shape, just near mint. I know everything's near mint tonight, but yeah, this is not the Four Men with Beards reissue. This is the real thing. Virgin Records. Not going to pull them all out or anything, but it's sort of a pain. I do have just a regular copy of second edition, which I am definitely going to keep as sort of a listening copy. Because these are 45 RPM, and the whole package is a pain, but it's just such a cool piece to have on the shelf. And just a collector in me, But I will listen to it from time to time, and I'm really happy to get it. So thank you, Mike. Those are my finds. I know this is long as hell. I just showed you 80 records, 40 minutes. Leave me comments. Jesus Christ. Time for bed.